Welcome back. It's Wednesday. Welcome back to Football Kings. Today we'll be talking about a bunch of things. Haaland, possibility of Haaland getting to 100 goals in a season. We're talking about Ronaldo visiting the White House, which was one of the strangest things I saw today. I didn't even expect that would actually even happen. That
Very
Ronaldo would
well.
end up going to the White House or something. We'll dive into Liverpool's push for Semenyo and many other conversations. But let's start with Liverpool Semenyo, because I feel like Liverpool Semenyo is something that we've kind of talked about on the stream, right,
Mm.
for some time now. But it almost feels like things are getting more serious, right, with this whole Liverpool and Semenyo conversation, right?
Yeah.
So I guess when I look at it,
Mm.
I've been saying it for over and over and over again that Semenyo coming to Liverpool is something that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I've
Mm.
said it when we initially started having this conversation about Semenyo coming to Liverpool. I already
Mm.
said that this is something I'm looking forward to. This is something I would love to see happen, right?
Yeah.
And given that this is a thing that might actually
It's
happen,
getting more serious
it's
now.
getting more serious and it's getting more exciting for fans that are looking forward to it, like me, right? Because
Mm.
Semenyo is coming in, of course, almost maybe being a salary replacement, but also coming in as a way for us to have more options in the attack. We lost a couple people, in the
Mm.
summer. One person unfortunately, passed away, but two other people left. And it almost feels like we've not really properly replaced those people. When we're in the summer transfer window specifically, right?
Yeah.
There were rumors of us signing another winger. As we signed
Yeah.
Ekitiki, we signed Florian Wirtz, we
Yeah.
signed Isak. The rumors of another winger being signed was really,
Was
really
there.
strong.
Was there. Yeah.
And so it almost feels like we could not really get that person that we would deem fit, we would deem worthy. I know, and worthy is a big word, but we would deem as, yes, this is a Liverpool winger. This should be part
Yes.
of our attack. But when you
Yeah.
look at a player like Semenyo, you're like, okay,
Mm.
this guy is Premier League proven. This guy
Yeah.
is explosive.
Yeah.
Regardless of what people might think about this guy, he's a promising talent. He's somebody that will get better and better and better. And so
Yeah.
Semenyo is somebody that definitely, when he comes into the squad, he'll be a
Yeah.
huge addition to the squad.
To the
So
squad. Yeah.
that's why I would say I'm really, really excited for Semenyo, and a good competition for Salah too. Good competition for Salah. So let's see
Kingsley.
what happens with this
Kingsley,
conversation.
it is not a competition. I said this thing yesterday and I'll say it
Mhm,
again. Anything that makes Semenyo step
mhm,
into Liverpool and is playing on the right side,
mhm.
that is the official. Maybe has arrived. It's a Semenyo is no
Yeah.
longer in Thailand. He's 25 years.
Of course. He's getting into
Has
his
been
prime. He's getting into
in
his,
his,
into
it
his
should be
prime.
it should be in his prime, right?
In
But
his prime, yeah.
anything that makes him
Mhm.
enter Liverpool and is playing on the right hand side, that is the end of Salah. Salah is going to retire or move away from Liverpool by the end of the season.
Yeah.
But if Semenyo
Possibly.
comes in,
Mhm.
it will be the end of him before the end. If you understand what I'm saying, his end will be in January, because the worst thing is that he's going for the AFCON. And
Mhm.
for Liverpool to be pushing seriously for this transfer in January,
Mhm.
they want to replace him early before he goes. I think they are done and they are tired. Is
Yeah.
what I think. We're just speculating. Anyways, we don't know. We
You
don't
remember when
know.
we used to have this conversation on,
Yeah.
if you want to replace a particular player in a certain position, you want
Mm.
to first get the
Bring him.
captaincy
Yes,
while that person
in
is there,
there.
and
Yes.
then
You
you
can learn. You
slowly,
can learn
like
into
how Arteta replaces people in certain positions.
He
When
doesn't do it
Arteta wanted to replace Ramsdale,
slowly,
he
slowly.
brought in Raya, said both of
Mm.
you compete for the same spot,
They
and
kept
then
Ryan on the bench 3
slowly,
games.
slowly, 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 he removed
Mm.
Ramsdale, and he has kind of like, I feel like Arteta, that's his approach to replacing people.
Mm.
So I think it's not a bad idea to bring Semenyo, and
Yeah.
then you use him,
Mm.
and then see, okay, is he a better fit? He's fitting well into the team. Is
Currently, it's
even
better.
more. Is even more. The good thing about
Currently,
him
it's
is,
better.
of course, he's younger too. It's
Yeah.
even more. I think this is even a good thing, because he has more time to even click with the team, right? You come in January, you
Mm.
wrap up the season, you
Yeah.
have a preseason,
Preseason.
you start
Mm-hmm.
the new season,
Yeah.
the expectations and everything, working with the team. I
Yeah.
feel like it will be good. It will be somewhat good. It was almost the
Yeah.
same way Gakpo came to our team. Gakpo came in the
Gakpo came in January.
January transfer window,
Wow.
and then he just continued like that. So I think
Mm.
it's a very, very good thing. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Semenyo. Those are my thoughts on Semenyo. Do you have any more thing you want to say on him before we move to the
I
next?
don't know. It's a bit weird that. So, if big question I have is, you guys size Semenyo. Is that the only signing you need in January? Because if you are
I
signing, you need a defender. So,
Yes.
are you going for Gehi, or are you waiting till ending of the season? What's the plan about that? Feels like you guys just want to finish up the attack first before you concentrate on any other thing. You see, all we know, we all know Liverpool's mistake this season, allowing Diaz and Nunes leave at the same time. I hope they recover. AB has been saying this almost every time we talk about Liverpool.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same thing I said. Our
Yeah,
attack, right? Our attack, we lost
yeah.
key people in the
Few
attack,
people in
and
the attack.
almost feels like we didn't replace
Even
those people.
Jota
And
not being around is three people at the same
yes,
time,
it almost feels like
right?
replacing those people.
Yeah.
Um, we've not properly replaced them. It's something I
Mm,
already said. We've not properly replaced them.
yeah.
Almost feels like one person is gone, and the two people that we've brought in to
Yeah.
pretty much replace those three people that left. One
Mm,
of them is fit, ready, and informed,
yeah.
and the other person is not fit. Right? He's not fit. Barely at the preseason. So it's almost
True.
like, if you think about it, it's almost like 3-1. It's almost like you lost three, but only one person is functioning, right,
Mm.
right in that position, right? Only one person is really functioning.
Another
That's how I
another
see it.
another problem I think about is, when Semenyo comes again, is your coach, right? Are
Mhm.
you guys giving him too much ingredients than
Mhm.
what he needs? Or is it just, are those ingredients necessary for this soup that he's intending to cook? Are they
Mhm.
compulsory ingredients? Like when you say salt is necessary, maybe spices is necessary, this is necessary, that is necessary. The thing you are
Mhm.
cooking itself, let's say if it's rice, is necessary. If you want to cook rice, obviously the rice has to be there. Do you
Mhm.
get? So I can understand this Salah Semenyo coming in as a Salah replacement. That is necessary.
Yes.
You need a replacement. He's going to go. That position is open. You can't be plugging in people like maybe Viet and trying Ekitike out, and nah. You need someone that is accustomed to playing that position. Let him play that position. Let him cook. If he wants to make mistake, let him make mistake. If he wants to learn, he would learn. Do you get what I'm saying? So, let's say he comes in. Who is the backup for you on that side? You guys are still thin. Are you going to be using Florian Wirtz there? That's
Back up
another
on which
option.
side? Say that again.
Like, who is the second person? If Semenyo is injured, who plays that position?
Is it when Salah leaves?
When Salah leaves and Semenyo is there, let's assume Semenyo comes in inverted
Okay.
comma,
I don't know
and
if I
he's
don't know if there'll
and
be.
he's injured.
Honestly, I can't answer that question, because I don't know if we would use the people that we have in terms of,
Mm,
because right now we have Semenyo.
mm,
So I said we have Semenyo. We have Salah. My bad. We have Salah. If Salah is injured and is not available, who do you think
mm,
will step into that position? Different ideas, right? You probably think
mm.
Chiesa. You probably think maybe
It
Viet plays a.
doesn't it doesn't use Chiesa, so let's not even mention Chiesa. Chiesa
No,
is not an
these are
option.
these are you're asking as options. I'm giving you the options of
Okay.
the team in the attack.
Yeah.
Probably use Chiesa, probably use Viet, probably
Mm,
use can even play Ekitike and Isak together. There are so many
mm.
possibilities. I think the idea for us as a team is to have like a bunch of forwards, like up
Yeah.
to 5 forwards, and make them compete for 3 positions, right? And be creative in the way that you use them in those 3 positions, right?
Mm,
That's typically how I look at it. Sometimes, like last season, we had
mm.
5 guys. We had Jota, Luis Diaz, Nunes, Gakpo, Salah, right?
Yeah.
Chiesa was there, and
Yeah.
all those guys had to pretty much
Together.
fill spots,
Yeah.
right? So that's how I think about it. Uh,
Big up coach, Jordan. Is it Jordan? Big up, yeah, big
Jodak,
bros,
is it?
Jordan or something. Yeah, so many injuries for us now. So many injuries. Like, I think we talked about us now. Was it yesterday we talked about us now?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where we said, you remember when, okay, it wasn't yesterday, it was sometime this week. When I
Mm-hmm.
said he's gone out with an injury growing, it's probably 6 weeks to two
Mm-hmm.
months. Right?
Yeah.
So reports came out today that it's actually 2 months. that
Oh
Gabriel will
yeah,
be
yeah,
out
yeah.
for.
2 months.
So
Yeah.
you're talking of 2 solid months. You're talking of the whole of December and half of January.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big loss. That
Mm.
is a big loss for us
A
now.
huge one. A huge one.
Huge one, right? So I don't know. I know people say, oh, Mosquera is there, but it's different. What Gabriel brings to that team. He says Salah. Anyways, he says Rice or Zubimendi a bigger threat. Okay. Yeah. So
I
that's
understand
it.
what you're saying. I understand what you're saying in
Yeah.
terms of Gabriel,
Yeah.
them losing Gabriel being a bigger threat because Gabriel
Mhm.
not only brings that defensive side of things, that being
Exactly.
a very
He's a
solid defender for
leader.
them.
He's a leader. He
He
talks.
also helps in
Yeah.
yeah, he's a leader
He
also. That's
talks.
another
He
point.
talks a
And he
lot,
also
right?
helps them from in set pieces, especially critical goals.
To
There are some
defend
games
and
I've
to
watched
score.
that it's so difficult for them to score.
Yeah.
Gabriel
And
just
he's the
finds
one
a
that
way.
scores.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing
Yeah.
that you expect Virgil van Dijk to do,
Yeah.
where like he scores or something. Gabriel did, but yeah, but yeah, coach Jordan,
Campe.
coach is right. You know, in Campe can actually step up and do something. You know, in
In
Campe is not
Campe.
like he's a
He
newbie.
was first team. He was
You
first
know,
team
he
in
was first team in
Leverkusen, right?
Leverkusen,
But
so
it's a
it's not like
different beast now.
this is what I'm telling you. This Arteta thinking ahead of his season. This is him thinking,
They thought
in order for
about
me
it.
to really challenge for the title, I need squad depth,
Mm.
and this is where your squad
Especially
depth has to rise up. You know,
especially in that defense. The defense. Anyway, he has squad depth everywhere.
yeah,
He has two
this is the
people for
moment
each
your squad depth has
position.
to rise up and save you. Like in
Yeah.
terms of Gabriel being missing,
Yeah.
Nkampe steps up,
Yeah.
Saliba being missing, Mosquera
Yeah.
steps up. Those two
Yeah.
guys are actually pretty solid. So I think it's not going to be. I don't think it will be that bad. I don't think it will be that bad. But let's see. Anyways, I'm just saying I don't think
Well,
it will be that bad. But
let's see. I know the thing is that Saliba injured. I don't coach. Tell us if I don't know if Saliba is injured, right?
I think
But
Saliba is injured.
is he injured? So you are going to have
Hmm.
fresh new people in the center. You are having
Exactly. Arsenal has depth.
Mosquera,
Arsenal has
Mosquera,
depth.
and this, yeah. So they should be fine, but it will be a good test. But you know one thing I believe: when you create a new defensive partnership, that
Yeah,
partnership
Saliba is injured. He's currently injured,
yes,
right?
yes, that partnership will struggle even if it's for 60 minutes. You will see that they are new to each. It's different from Saliba and Gabriel that they've been playing together. Gabriel doesn't even need to think where Saliba will be. He knows. He just knows.
Really? Saliba is not injured? I thought Saliba was injured. Okay,
Okay,
my bad.
is okay.
I
Okay, so
thought Saliba was injured.
if Saliba is around, then there's no problem. We should not even be talking about it. Mosquera, I think
Mm.
Mosquera can just slide into that position, or maybe in Campi. In Campi is a left-sided defender, so maybe he just fits into that position and then it's plug and play, like we know Arsenal to be plug and play. Move on, right? So yeah, but
Yeah, I actually thought Saliba got injured, but
yeah,
okay.
but
Fair enough.
another big news that broke today
Mm.
is Saka's new deal, right? So Saka has agreed to, Saka was to just for those that don't know, Saka was in the last 2 years of his contract.
Mhm.
Last 2 years of his contract, speculations here and there, and so he's agreed now to stay for a contract extension till 2030,
Mhm.
right? Till 2030. So I think that's very huge. And the good thing, people don't understand this, but you compare
Ah,
Arsenal of now.
but Calafiori is injured, right?
No, he was injured, but I
But
think they said they will get him fit
he
before
will
the
get him
match.
fit. Okay, 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 okay,
That's
okay.
the
Good,
report
good.
that came out, that they might get it. I'm not sure if he will start, right, coach?
But against Spurs is definitely not going to start, right?
I don't think so. I don't. Someone that just came back from injury, they might not throw him in. It will probably be Mass Luis Kelly, because Luis Kelly didn't go for international break.
Okay, to be
So
scaling then.
it makes sense for Skelly
Most
to
likely
start.
will be must to be
Yeah.
scaling.
So maybe if there's any issue, they bring.
And it's
But
not like Skelly is solid, to be honest.
Skelly
It's not
should
like
be fine.
Skelly is like
Skelly should be
shaky.
fine.
I think
Yeah.
Skelly is solid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Skelly should be fine, right? But
Okay.
on the Arsenal's talk, right? I think it's a big deal because people don't understand. If you look at the Arsenal under Arsene Wenger, what was
Mhm.
the key thing you can see with that Arsenal team? they were always selling their players.
Yeah.
Teams always came, poached them. You talk of Van Persie, you talk of Nasri, there were so many of them, so many
Mm-hmm.
of these stars that they had, right? That
Yeah.
before you know, someone come, poaches them, they are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Fabregas, right? But now, if players are willing to stay, you don't, they're not, their contract is not being allowed to run out
Mm-hmm.
immediately. They're renewing it. They've done for Saliba. There was that Real Madrid threat. Now they've gone for Saka, right? So it helps. How do I say it now? Even if Ateta is not there to next season, which is a possibility if they don't win anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they don't win anything, the players are still there, right? The
Mm-hmm.
players are still there, and yeah, so
Okay.
that's it. So I think it's a big deal. People don't understand, but it's a big deal, especially for Saka, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I mean Saka is a key player for Arsenal, right? And I think, to me, I keep on saying it. I think he's one of the most creative players that they have, especially in
Yeah,
that attack. He's a player that you also want to. You don't want a situation like with Diaz to Liverpool type of situation where you're not making your player feel appreciated. You have to make sure your
exactly.
players feel
Yeah,
appreciated,
yeah.
especially when they are contributing a lot to the team. You have to show them love. So, and I think it's a good thing. I don't
You
really have
show
much
them,
to say about it,
you
but
show you show them love financially.
you show them love financially.
Football,
Pay people what they deserve. Pay them what they
football,
deserve.
football. They love
So,
the sport, but at the same time,
it's a job.
it's
At
a
the same
job.
time, it's a job. So pay them the right thing, pay them what they
Is it
deserve.
is it is it a 9 to 5?
It's even worse than a 9 to 5, right? Because they
Why
are
is
always
it
on the clock, right? They are always on the clock. They have to watch what they eat. They have to
okay?
make sure they
True,
are
true.
fit.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to train. They train to perform one time, one game,
But their
and they
training
can
is
get.
not. How do I say it?
They
Anyways,
train for a game,
yes,
right? They
they
train for a
train, they
game.
take break, go
They
and
train,
eat,
they recover, they
come
train, they
back.
recover, but
Yeah,
everything gets evaluated each game they play. They play
yeah,
a game, they don't perform well, fans will slander them. What have you been doing? Whatever, whatever, whatever. You
yeah.
know, it's really not an easy job at the end of the day. They
Coach,
show me the money.
coach is there. Show me the money.
That's funny.
That's fine.
But anyways, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Haaland. So
Mm,
we've talked about Haaland yesterday. We talked about Haaland yesterday. We've been talking about Haaland for a while.
mm,
I mentioned yesterday, I think it's yesterday's stream, where I said Haaland has
mm,
scored about 32 goals or so in 20 games, and
mm,
how crazy he's moving this season. Like, and I also talked about how in shape he looks, how in form he looks, how he
mm,
has elevated his game, and it almost feels like the Haaland we used to know has
mm.
improved, almost like he has 5x his ability, and it
Yes, yes.
almost looks like he's unstoppable. We've
Yeah.
also said time and time again on how Haaland
He
is
has 30, he
carrying.
has 30, he has 32 goals in 20 games. Yes. 32 in 20. Right?
We also talked about how Haaland, that he almost feels like he has been carrying the City team on his back,
Yeah.
right? So it's crazy, right? So I guess the question is how far Haaland can take this. If you see Haaland reaching 100 goals in a single season, do you think that's possible? Do you think he can
So
do that?
there are a couple of things we have to look at, right?
Hmm.
Is a 60, let's say is a 60. If City gets very far, he could play up to 60 games.
Hmm.
If they get to, an example is if they get to the semi-finals of Champions League, if they
Hmm.
get to semi-finals of Carling Cup, which they
Hmm.
are there, or Carabao Cup, they get to
Hmm.
semi-finals of FA Cup,
Hmm.
and they get obviously the league, they have 38 games. So that is almost semi-final, that's 60 games,
Yeah.
right? We've not talked about the country, right?
Hmm.
So let's say Norway does well in the World Cup, which they can with him there,
Yeah.
right? They do well in the World Cup, he pushes them far enough to even the quarter final.
Hmm.
Then he's playing 70 games. So
Hmm.
even with the 60, at this rate at which he's scoring, that's already 96 goals.
That's if he scores in every game moving forward.
The way he's scoring now, if he
The way
continues
he's
that
scoring,
way,
if he continues
is
that way. Because
96.
if he score 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals,
96.
you
But
know.
imagine he plays, even if it's a 65 match season, including the international aspect, right?
Hmm.
That's more than 100 already. But another question we need to ask is, can he stay fit?
I guess that's the question. Given that you
Injury,
have to play a lot of
injury.
games,
Yeah,
given the amount of games that players have to play,
yeah,
that would be a huge like question. Like, can he
yeah.
stay? Our coach is saying Haaland is the best player plus has the best coach, deadly combo. I know. I agree with that too. So I think, man, it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. AB saying Arsenal is a real business club, but they keep lying on Chelsea. Most of the players they signed 2005 to 2010 was just to keep afloat to repay for their
The play
stadium.
of their stadium.
Repay for okay, repay of their stadium. Um, Foxy saying Haaland 96 goals now. Imagine how many Isak will have at the same time. Maybe 2 goals.
Oh my god! I knew that Isak throw who is going to come out. He
You
must come out
guys.
from a Newcastle fan. He must come out.
I don't know
two
why. I don't know
goals,
why Foxy is
two
doing this.
goals,
Man.
two
Why
goals
Foxy doing
for the
this?
whole of the season for 132 million. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, it's bad. Kingsley, Isak needs to get fit.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like I know we're giving this excuse, but I just think him not having that preseason, him not training with Newcastle then and is affecting him.
Mm.
Is affected him. He was too much in the spotlight. Before he wasn't so much in the spotlight in the sense that obviously he was scoring goals, Isaac banging in goals, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously Foxy would argue that he disappears in some games.
Mm-hmm.
We as the people watching from the outside, we never watch every single Newcastle game.
Yes, to see the games where he
we
disappeared.
always we always watch the best. Oh, Newcastle is playing Tottenham, would watch. Newcastle is playing City, would watch. Newcastle is playing Chelsea, would watch. Newcastle is playing maybe a club that we expect is good. Aston Villa would watch. But typically, we never I didn't watch 38 game Newcastle season. I'll say maybe the most games I watched for Newcastle was maybe 15 or 16. Do you get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? For Sweden, he said Sweden would need Isak for the World Cup playoff. Crazy how Sweden still have a chance due to Nations League. Yeah, that's Europe for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that he was too much in the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health. I think this is about mental health now and physical health. It's two things combined that
Mm-hmm.
is affecting. It's not the money. I don't think the money is affecting Isak because when he came to Newcastle, he was bought for, you guys should remind me, maybe 75 million
Oh, I see what
or
you're saying. It's
80
like it's
million.
not the money he was signed for that is affecting. I actually don't think
No,
anything. I don't think
he was
anything is
thrown.
affecting him.
It
I think
is.
I think it's just a pre. He has not had a preseason,
Mental
and this guy is not fit.
and physical
Yeah.
together.
How many games has he actually played? How many 90-minute games has he actually played? Like we're just jumping the gun with this whole Isaac thing to just like, oh yeah, Isaac, he's flopping already. He's this is that. He has
No,
barely
no,
played
we're not.
games.
We're not saying it's flopping, but what
He
we
has
are
barely
saying,
played games,
yeah,
and he
what we
has
are,
scored. He has
yeah,
actually scored this season. He has
what,
actually
what,
scored for us.
what. Oh my
I
god,
don't
this
get
thing,
it.
as I say, is a Newcastle the sore losers. Anyways, he's not. We can argue that he's not played much games, or he's barely played. But what I think is that preseason he did not have is a
Mm-hmm.
big factor to his fitness, right? And to be honest with you, I still think he's still in the spotlight. You might
In
think
the
he's not in
spotlight
the
now.
spotlight.
In
He's
the
in the
spotlight
spotlight
now.
because of what happened in the summer.
I think
Usually,
this is
when
a
you
reach. I think this is a reach.
you think so,
I think it's a reach because I understand like whatever
mm,
happened in the summer was a big blowout
yeah,
of him going on strike. I don't think
mm,
whatever he has done has not been done before. But
mm,
also like I feel like he did not have a preseason. He did not train, right? He did not
mm,
train with the team. And
mm,
to be honest, Gyökeres did the same thing. He went on strike at
yeah.
Sporting Lisbon before he came to
But
Arsenal.
Yokeres
But
is
but
fit
the lucky thing,
already.
no, but the lucky yeah, well, that's what I'm getting to. But the
Yeah.
lucky thing is Gyökeres, he came early enough to train with the team, train
Mm-hmm.
with Arsenal. Even when the season started, we were all complaining that Gyökeres looks top heavy. He's not playing
Yes,
well,
yes,
whatever,
yes, yes,
whatever,
yes.
whatever.
Remember.
How many goals has Gyökeres scored this season so far? How many goals has he scored? Right? He's not like he's
He
putting up
scored
the same
up. He
numbers.
scored 4.
It's not like he's putting up the same numbers he was putting at Sporting Lisbon. He's not putting
He's,
up those
he's,
numbers.
he's in
So
a real league now.
will you
He's in
come
a
out and
real
say that?
league.
Will you come out and say he's a flop? You won't. Right?
No,
So
he's
at
not.
the end of the day, this is just media propaganda. Isaac is not fit, right? Isaac
Mm,
did not have a preseason. Isaac
mm.
has barely played. How many full 90-minute games has he
But
played? He
Foxy,
has
Foxy
barely
is
played
saying,
those full 90
Foxy,
minute games.
Foxy is saying,
He's always been subbed off, right?
yeah.
He's not fit enough to play a lot of 90-minute games.
Mm.
So when he gets fit, then
Foxy is saying, he said, I'm not saying Newcastle is. Isak is a bad player or was
Mhm.
bad for us. But I never rated him as high as our fan base did. Take
Mhm.
Jacob Murphy away, and his goals are low. He has an obvious weakness to his game.
Like Haaland did one time. Like Haaland did one
With
time.
De
At a
Bruyne,
certain point, you would say
with
if you
De
take De
Bruyne.
Bruyne away,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
where is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Haaland, right?
Where is
Like
Haaland?
Haaland
But
did.
he's evolved. He's evolved. My
Fair
brother's
enough.
evolved.
Fair enough. Because when
Right?
they compare you and Mbappe all the time, that Mbappe
Yeah,
can drop deep and pick the ball and do this and do
yeah.
that, you as Erling Haaland, you
We'll
feel
be like,
challenged. You feel like
yeah,
you need to step up in your game. But
yeah.
also, why are we acting like Isak cannot move to the left, dribble? We saw the mad assist
He
that Isak
can do
picked
it.
up. He
He can
can't.
do it.
He's
Yeah.
can dribble. He's he's good on his feet. He can
Mm.
drop deep. He can do whatever Ekitike is doing. I believe Isak can do the same thing.
I think
He actually can.
for players also, what I notice, especially with them, like when you're in the game, it comes with rhythm, right? When a player like for Isak now, I think he needs to get a steady 70 minutes game, continuous, like maybe four
Mhm,
straight 70 minutes game, and he starts to contribute. He starts to build link up, he starts to build relationships, right? He
mhm,
starts to score. The first four, he puts in the Premier League, maybe two Premier League goals. Then you see that cycle comes in. Mentally now, he's he's there. Physically,
mhm,
he's there, he's ready. That instinct, that killer instinct is now there. So that's what he needs, right?
mhm.
Um, coach is saying, he said Isak is being played in the EPL.
Like he has been playing in the EPL, not like Tesco
Okay,
or Yorkers, why they're
okay, it's been
using.
playing. Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay.
mean, at the end of the day, even if you've been
Yeah.
playing in the Premier League, right,
Mm.
you still need a preseason. You still need a preseason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I still believe the same thing. You still need a preseason, but that's
But
my own opinion.
I think there are three things affecting Isak now. Do you know the three things?
What are the
No,
three
no, no.
things?
It's just my opinion,
What are the
right?
three
People,
things?
people might agree or disagree. First
Hmm.
thing is physically, he's not yet fit. One,
Yeah.
the major one. Secondly, I still feel like there's some mental aspect to the way he left and the
Hmm.
media and that is there. Thirdly, your coach is tinkering with his team and trying to
Hmm.
figure out stuff. That also affects. It does
Okay.
affect. So those are the three things, right? But slowly, the third one, you can move over the third one if you are obviously a good striker like Isak. The third one, even if the manager doesn't know what he's doing, you're able to figure out things yourself, right? And start scoring. Say, but Jokeres never had a preseason. Yes, that's what Kingsley said. Say Jokeres never had a preseason, right? So
No,
um
I'm saying Jokeres, like when you compare Jokeres' preseason to
mm,
Isak, he had more of a preseason than Isak. Isak was like
he
at
did.
the
Isak
end
came
of
at
the
the
transfer
end,
window,
like the
the
deadline, right?
deadline day.
Yeah,
Right, that's when that deal went over the line. It's
yeah.
quite different for me. Fox is saying, for example, Haaland's hold up play has improved a lot. Isak's hold up play will never improve. Weak, poor pressing, in and out of games too much.
But Isak has good
um,
hold up play. The games I watch.
I feel like okay, fair
Yeah,
enough. I
maybe
see
Foxy
what
has
Fox
watched
is
more games
saying.
than us.
If you're trying to compare to Haaland's hold up play, Haaland is kind of strong, right? If that's what you're trying to do, like compare Isak's hold up to Haaland's hold up play,
Mm,
then you can call him weak. But that
mm,
doesn't mean that he will not improve or his hold
mm,
up play will not get better. Plus,
mm.
I think he's a very skillful forward at the end of the day. Like whatever
He is
what
actually.
in terms of what he can do with his feet, I don't think Erling Haaland can do the same with his feet. I don't think Erling Haaland can do the same. Do you disagree? Do you think Erling Haaland can dribble
Kingsley,
like Isak?
Kingsley, he can. We've seen Alan dribble this season. We saw
How
him
many
dribble.
times?
Kingsley, this I
How
don't see.
many
As I
times?
am now, I will tell you the truth. I cannot tell you what Haaland can do or cannot do. That brother can do anything. Don't challenge him. I saw him. Kingsley, you saw him. He dribbled three people. I've seen him dribble two people. I've seen him dribble three people. Right? And we've seen that hold up play. So I think the thing with Haaland is if he sees a media, especially with when the media challenges him, oh, this is a weakness, this is that, then
Mhm.
you see the other side of him, right? And you see, we have to also acknowledge Guardiola, right? Because even as when he was scoring, Guardiola was still complaining. You remember, we all remember when you see Guardiola talking to him and he's not happy, in spite that he scored and they won, he's still having those, those kind of conversations like, brother, you have to do well. I don't like this aspect. Do you get what I'm saying? So you maybe Guardiola too is another thing why he even improved. Because when you have a coach constantly on your neck, that improvement will come, right? Ikena is saying Isak will never improve. Shows how bitter you are. Guess what? Isak rejected your team for an grade A club. Ikena, as it is now, as a Liverpool fan, humble. You need to be humble because the way that table is looking, it is well. It is
Um,
well. Say Isak's best moments were Newcastle on the counter, playing Isak in behind the back line. How often will that happen in Liverpool? Teams park the bus.
hmm,
That's a good point,
that's
I
a
think.
good point.
That's a valid point too.
Yeah. But let's see what happens. And I understand what coach is saying. So coach is saying a week extra. You can't
Mm.
defend Isak. He has played in the league at Newcastle. Sesko and Gyökeres never played. Team
Mm.
like Zubimendi.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
didn't give
Yeah,
them that.
Zubimendi is another one we forget.
Yeah,
Zubimendi is a
I see what
coach
coach
is
is saying.
right.
Like
Like,
even Wotemada, right?
yeah,
Wotemada came to,
like this.
and
He scored goal. He
it
has
almost feel
three or
instant,
four
right? It
goals,
almost feel
right?
like it's an
So
instant. But
yeah.
you also have to consider that our coach too. One of the reasons you mentioned too with
Mm.
Isak, our coach is
Your
moving
coach is
things
a
all over the
factor
place.
too. Yeah.
You have to factor that in. But I see what you're saying. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens the rest of the season. Let's see what happens the rest of the season. But
But
based on his experience in the league, you
mm,
expect things to be more plug and play than it actually is right now. Like
mm,
for Florian Wirtz, you can understand like okay, Florian Wirtz came from a
mm,
different club, from a different league, from a different club,
mm, mm.
and then you expect that okay, it will take some time. But with Isak, you're expecting that why is it taking so much time?
Mm. Um. Okay.
Dave,
In terms of AB saying, he said, I can't believe Liverpool got three signings around the 100 million mark. If they don't deliver this season, shy. Right. So would Dara, welcome. Like, how would I explain it now? In terms of like we've talked about the expectation from Liverpool. We've always talked about that, right? But what is the worst case scenario that the fans would accept? Let's put it like that. That the Liverpool fan be okay. Talk for yourself first. Anyways, there are a lot of Liverpool fans here. Maybe some of them can tell us what's
ask the
the
question
minimum.
again. Best
What's the
minimum.
what's the minimum in terms of finishing in the table? What is the
Mhm.
bare minimum you would accept and the trophies?
I think finishing fourth is the bare minimum for
Is the
me.
bare minimum.
Yeah,
Anything lower than that is failed.
I think anything lower than that is failed.
Damn.
That's my own opinion because in
Damn.
as much as our attack has changed, not
Yeah.
much in the team has changed that much.
Mm,
Every other person that was there last season is still there, apart from
mm,
in the back line, apart from Trent,
mm-hmm,
right? Apart from who else? That's all. In the back line, it's just Trent and maybe Kwanzaa. And he barely played Kwanzaa.
true.
So at the end of the day, like he still has majority of his first team there, midfield
Mm,
defense. The only thing
yeah.
that changed is the attack. But
Yeah.
even in the attack, you have Salah, you have Gakpo. You
Yeah.
only have the addition of Viet, Ekitike, and Isak.
Mm-hmm,
So, in my own opinion, if he's going back to the point of stability where he's playing the stable midfield, which we've been hoping that he goes back to that point. He plays the
mm-hmm,
stable midfield, he plays the defensive line that is
yeah.
the most solid, bringing Robertson back because Kekes is shaky,
Yeah.
and goes forward with the new attackers. Ekitike is in form, just like
Yeah.
how Wotemada is in form for Newcastle and is
Yeah.
trying his best and scoring for them.
Mm,
You talk about Gyökeres at Arsenal coming in and
mm,
doing stuff before he got injured. The same thing with Ekitike. Ekitike came in and he scored goals. He has been scoring goals, right? If you give
mm.
Ekitike half a chance, he will score. So in that sense,
True.
I'm seeing it
True.
as really we should be at least bare minimum in the top
Mm,
four. As champions, we cannot be coming
mm,
into this season and then then we finished seventh, we finished eighth, we finished sixth.
Or you
It's not good enough.
finish below United.
It's not good enough. I don't care about where United finish. If I finish fourth position, United finish third or second. Kudos to United. I will not be mad about that.
Kingsley,
But
you like to know that my club, Chelsea. I'm not saying they care, but they would use that as a yardstick. God, anyways, I just pray it doesn't happen. United finish above Chelsea. Maresca is sacked. He's gone.
why? I don't understand. Why would he be sacked? So
He's
you're
gone.
telling me that if you're third and
He's
United
gone.
is second, Maresca will be sacked?
That's different.
How
Third
is
and
that
second.
different? Like, that's why I keep telling you guys that it's not about
Anyways,
United, it's about the league finish.
it's about the league finish. Okay, let's put it this way. Why that is not terribly bad is because you compare. It's two things you have to compare. Where did you finish the season before? You finished fourth before, you finished third. That's an improvement. But if you finish fourth before, you now finish fifth. Do you get what I'm saying? Someone else that people have looked down on and everything finish above you. They will start to question you. Is how football works.
I think this is just fans and
anyways,
media, man.
anyways, there's situations. There's
like, what I'm trying to say is if you finish, if for example United finish sixth, and Chelsea finish seventh, you can add to that, right? It can be like first you had the poor league finish, and
then United.
I understand that. Let's say
fired.
we finish fifth, right, and United finish fourth. It might be a whole you finish fifth and United finish fourth. You know, it can be a whole thing. But at the end of the day, I think the league finish is the most important thing, because if I finish second and United win the league, then at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? So that's how I think. Anyway.
There's an argument going on between Watemada and Isak in terms of the hold up play. What's your opinion? Who has a better hold up? If you can't settle it, I'll have to go to ChatGPT to settle this.
I think we can have that conversation. I mean, with the few games I've watched Watemada, and with the few games
he's really good. The hold up play is silky.
Isak. I would not say, me personally, right?
Isak has a good hold up play. I've not seen enough. I don't know how to explain it. This season, I've not seen enough from him.
We can't judge anything. I don't think we can judge him this season yet. We've not seen enough. That's my own take. But based on last season to this season, I don't. Anyways, I would not know much more than Foxy, because Foxy watches a lot of Newcastle games than I have. But with the few things I've seen, Isak's hold up is not too bad. I don't think it's all that bad. But when I compare it to other strikers like Haaland, I won't say it's the strongest, right? Because there's just some strikers that their hold up play is just really, really good. You know, in this league specifically, I will not rank Isak's hold up play as the highest. Because I think better, you know.
In terms of the hold up play, right?
Amy said the only way I'll accept a higher United finish is if United win the league.
That's what I'm telling you. Hey, Kingsley.
What?
Kingsley, yes, that's what I'm telling. My club will not accept that. That's what I'm telling you. My club will never accept that. Never. United, I'm telling you that United has how do I say it now? Is a benchmark for judging managers this season. Right?
How?
Kingsley, I'm telling you this. They will not say it.
That makes no sense to me. Anyways, that's just my own take. It makes no sense because United have few competitions to play in. Chelsea, you guys have multiple competitions that you're in. Yes, you guys have a talented squad, right? But your squad is young. These guys are going to get brand proven players in certain positions, right? And I feel like Amorim is now slowly understanding his team, and they're gelling. They have more training together. So I don't think it's a good judge, right? Isn't a good judge to feel like. I feel like if the league finish is poor and the United finish above you, then yes, I can understand sacking Maresca. But you guys finish third, United finish second, or you guys finish fourth, United finish third. I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay. So, anyways, I was just checking why I've just been quiet. I was checking the data between Watemada and Isak. So actually, it depends on the system you want to play. Do you get what I'm saying? So, anyways, just me playing with stuff. So he's saying like if you want a big center forward, you want longer balls, you want someone
Mhm.
that can bring down headers and act as a reference for wingers or midfield runners, then Wotemada edges it is better.
Yeah.
But for a system that values the striker connecting the play, dropping into the midfield to help
Mhm.
build the attack, Isak might be more effective.
Isak can do the exact same thing Ekitike does.
Yeah, so that's
The
what
exact
he's
same thing
saying.
Ekitike does.
Yeah,
Drop
so
deep,
dropping deep,
drop
yes,
into
yes,
the.
yes.
Isak could
So
do that better than
yeah,
certain
so
strikers that you see.
it depends on what you are playing, right? So if you just someone hold up play, the big man in front hold up play, boom, your winger straight up, get the ball to your wingers, then Wotemada is better, right? But it depends on how you want to use the striker, anyways. Coach is saying if Rice gets injured, he's worried. Ikena is saying, why should Liverpool be humble? Hmm.
But
Hey, hey.
AB saying you're right. All
Okay,
the reasons you've given, you're right. You're right. All the reasons you've given. Hence why we will sack Maresca.
that's what I'm taking. Kingsley, I
That's
will tell
funny.
you now, and I like that someone is backing me from the chat, right? Chelsea Football Club, me the fan, right? Fans generally, we will not accept a finish that is below United. Is not acceptable. Coming from how much we've spent,
Mhm.
the progress we expect from the manager, we have a very low expectation. This guy finished fourth last season, but the bare minimum we expect, you finish above that fourth and you
Mhm.
finish above United. That's it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. Yeah, that's
What's up with Kevin? He say like Ike now why Foxy, if you want to discuss the League Cup, look at Portsmouth fans. I discussed the EP and Champions. Oh my god. This is becoming a but as you guys have played Newcastle. Okay, see okay now why Portsmouth fans? They have never won the league. Okay, okay. Hey, they never won the league, FA Cup. No, but Newcastle has won the league, right?
you think sports can wait, coach, sports can finish higher than who?
Higher than Wolf than Chelsea. Oh my god, that's a sackable offense too. Spurs finish above Chelsea. That's
So
sackable
Jorgensen plans to leave Chelsea. Is that a
for sure. He plans to leave Chelsea. He's to me,
okay?
he's not a goalkeeper. He's somebody we don't know.
Okay, so
I've explained this several times. So reports came out today that he's actually met the club and
mhm,
told them he wants to go out on loan
okay.
for more game time.
Mhm.
He's not just. I think they should just if they can sell him, they should just sell him off. He's
What did
not.
the club respond saying? What did the club say?
The club has not decided.
Mhm.
They've not decided, right? So that's the issue. They've not decided yet. So
Okay.
yeah.
Say Kings forget United. If Maresca gets less than 80 points this season, he's getting changed. I'm telling you. Wow, that's crazy. The sports
And
hierarchy
AB
and
might be
program
AB might be
United.
AB might be
From
onto
the best
something. You
program
know
of
why?
the
AB might let's discuss AB might be onto something. You know why? The way my sporting directors they move, there are two of them on right, and they are the technical team. They don't just look at we finished or no. They look at tiny elements,
Mhm.
elements that people don't look at.
Mhm.
You remember the one that they released a 40-page document on why Pochettino should not be Chelsea manager, right? A
Mhm.
presentation, right? They look at, and that's why they are still backing Maresca because they are looking at every single
Yeah.
detail here, detail. So you see, okay, this brother is still okay. Would watch, right? And they talked about looking at the Bournemouth manager
Mhm.
as an option just in case
Mhm.
because they are looking at that one start too. But I think they should just leave Maresca. I'm not ready to start all over again, to be honest with you. Um, Foxy is saying Spurs inconsistent at home. That's the issue. True. Spurs higher than Chelsea and United because Thomas Frank, the best coach out of. Nah, I don't agree. You think okay, guys? Maybe we should throw this argument to the floor. You think is Thomas Frank better than Ruben Amorim and Maresca? And I will tell you, one thing. Reports came out this week that Chelsea and United actually interviewed Thomas Frank for the job.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they had interviewed Maresca for the job before they hired Amorin and before they hired Maresca.
The interview
On the
Thomas Frank.
Yes, on the same day, he had both interviews. Right?
Interesting.
So why didn't they how do I say pick him?
Proceed with Thomas Frank.
Yes, was it lack of trust? Like Chelsea didn't go with Thomas Frank. They went for a championship manager. Do you get? And I think one of the things that wowed them with Maresca is that he came with a plan. Every single player, he already knew what they could do, full analysis of how he's going to develop them, what they could improve on, how he's going to use them. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, every investor wants
You go for the person that has more details. Yeah.
appreciation for his asset is more.
Yeah.
Trophies are important, but your
But
asset has to be.
I have to agree with Coach Elubi. I think Thomas Frank, if you give him a very, very good team, he
Yeah,
can get the
actually.
best out of that team.
If
Right.
Thomas Frank was in Chelsea, he might have, I don't know, but he's somebody that improves players,
Mm.
and he adapts the team. Like he's not going to play a single
I definitely don't think he's a bad
style,
manager, that's for
right?
sure.
Yeah.
He's saying Glasner is better for Chelsea. Glasner at Chelsea is not too bad, but I don't know. See, and it's not about starting all over. If we don't start competing, we might start losing our top players. Some of our
Players.
young players have not been with us for 2 seasons. That's true. That's actually true. Because
Actually,
you kind of
yeah.
feel if you don't get the best out of your
Mm,
top players now that you've already invested 2 years in. Someone like
mm.
Obama, if he decides I want to go to Real Madrid, or I want to go
Oh
to
my God! Please don't
Bayern, or I
say
want
it.
to go to a big club,
Don't
it's
say it's
like
a
that
problem.
PSG,
Becomes a problem.
it becomes a problem, right? So
Yeah.
you need to start utilizing these guys before that midfield that you guys have will get depleted. I know one person that will stay for sure is Caicedo. Caicedo is a Chelsea
He's a
boy,
Chelsea fan. Mm.
so he might not want to leave. But at the end of the day, for the other guys, you never can tell, right? Especially Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is the player actually saying leaving Chelsea at some point, so you never really can tell.
Our coach is asking, say what happened to Aston Villa and Unai Emery.
In what sense?
No, I understand. I know where coach is coming from. Like how do I he's whining about, like, Emery was Arsenal's manager, right? And
Mhm.
most Arsenal, anyways, my Arsenal friends always say, "Oh, Emery is too limited. Emery is too limited." They always use that word. Emery
Yeah,
is too limited. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's
yeah,
like,
I get what you're
as
saying.
Emery reached his cap,
His limits.
I would say no, in the sense
Mm.
that look at what they did in the transfer window. They didn't have a good
We
window,
have
if you
much
ask me.
movement.
Not much movement.
Much
They have
movement.
Sancho on loan. Come on, like, the signings were not great compared to what they did last season. Anyways, it's because they are no more in the Champions League, right? So that's the difference. Had it been they were in the Champions League, maybe.
Mm.
But I would not rule out. I would not rule out Emery winning the Europa League. Don't rule it out, because that's
Mm.
his trophy. That's his trophy, right? Uh AB is saying, say we need top managers now. Enough of this yeah. But okay, you say top managers. Who are the managers currently that are top? Who are the managers that are top? Right? There's currently scarcity of managers, right? So which managers are top? You don't really know. Guys, let's like the life.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
that's a valid point because the top managers that you even think about might not even want to leave their clubs and their projects to come to yours, right? You think about one top manager that comes to my mind is Luis Enrique. Exactly. I said Enrique and he dropped Enrique. When I think of
It's,
Luis Enrique,
it's
would he
not
want to
living.
he
No.
want to leave, what he's doing at PSG to come over to Chelsea?
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know. It depends. You have to like really sell him on him coming and poach him, especially with what he has done with PSG.
mm.
Winning the Ballon d'Or and
Yeah.
everything is, you know, you get what I'm saying. You get what
I
I'm
get
saying.
what
Like,
you're saying.
it's
Yeah.
just going to be a lot. It's going to be difficult. I feel like we're now in a position where top managers feel scarce right now. They feel very, very scarce. And really you have to give these younger guys a chance to rise up to become top guys, top level managers, right? So that's
If
what I think.
coach is saying, say Pep and Mikel top two, who would you currently in the world if you were to name top three managers?
AB is just naming top
I
managers.
know, I know, I know, I
Enrique,
know, I know,
Mourinho, Ancelotti,
I know.
Inzaghi.
As we said, the world is short of top managers. He's helping us to list
But
them. And
Mourinho, would you really want Mourinho at
no, I
Chelsea?
don't think Mourinho. AB,
AB, would you really want Mourinho at
you have.
Chelsea? Would you
I
really
don't want
want?
no,
I can
no. You have
understand
to,
Ancelotti, but do you
strike.
really
Even
want these guys at
Ancelotti, you
Chelsea?
have to strike them off. Inzaghi, yes, I will take Inzaghi any day, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Tuchel, I'll still take Tuchel because Tuchel knows how to win things,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, but name your top three managers. Your top three managers now. Boom. Who would you say they are in Europe? Let's just stick to Europe. So you can exclude Inzaghi
In
because he's
Europe,
not in Europe. Yeah.
my top three managers now,
Yes.
I
Top
would
three
say
managers
in Europe to me,
in
Pep,
Europe.
of course, Pep,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pep is number one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I would say Luis Enrique. And
Mm-hmm.
number three, surprisingly, I would say Vincent Company.
Company. How did you know? I was about to. So
Based on what they are
Ateta is
doing,
not
Ateta is,
Ateta is not.
Ateta is number four. Actually, it's number four. Ateta is number four for me. If I should name top four, after Company, I'll say Ateta. The only reason why I put Company at number three just is because of how Bayern they are moving. I know some people will say, "Yeah, well, Bayern this is how they start. They start off strong and then they fall off towards the end of the season." But
I
at the
think it
end of
was
the day,
SSB.
company has been, it's been on a 14 game, 15 game, how many game winning run?
No,
It's
they've
been,
drawn now.
oh,
They
they've
did.
drawn now.
They
They've
did
drawn now.
16 games.
16
16
game winning
games
run,
straight wins. Yeah,
straight wins, and then they've drawn, of
they've
course.
drawn.
But
Yeah.
then you cannot just win all your games, right?
Mm.
But they look really solid, Bayern look really solid. So that's what me I would say personally. But yeah, who are the top managers for you? Top three managers for you?
Um, you see, imagine that Mikel would do with Bayern. They will win 9 out of. Actually, it's true. It's actually true. I will say Pep. I will say Ateta, and not because he's not won anything or he's in the Premier League. It's tough. It's tougher in the Premier League. Company is in Bayern where everything is given to him and it's kind
I
of
disagree
different.
with that. I disagree with that. I think company, when he also was in the Prem, if he had a
Mm.
better team in the Prem, he would have
He could
survived.
have done better.
He
Yeah,
could
he
have
could
he
have
could
done
have
better.
survived.
Yeah.
But if you give company a team like Brighton,
Mm.
or anyway, maybe not Brighton, give him a better team.
He can I say Andy Ateta. um, I'll say Pep. I would say, you say if you are a coach of Bayern, if you are a Bayern coach and you don't win the Champions League, then I don't rate you. Hell no. Do you get?
Hmm,
So
okay.
for me, the top three in no particular order: Enrique, Pep, and I'll say Ateta. It has to be those three. It
Hmm.
has to be those three, right? So that's it. Yeah. Fox is saying Enrique, Pep, joint third, Alonso and company. Wow. So we
I
can
would say
all
company,
we can all agree the thing that is common in our list is Enrique and Pep.
of course, of
So
course.
those are the top two managers. We all
Yeah,
agree,
that third
right?
spot is open. It's open.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I won't say Hansi Flick. No, not with that highlight. No, he's giving
Why
people.
not? I mean, why not? Hansi Flick, you can actually add Hansi Flick. Last season, Hansi Flick won almost everything apart
It's
from
true. It's
Champions
true.
League.
And you know he has a
That's
young
Hansi
squad.
Flick.
He has a young squad too.
It's called Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a young squad. I think Hansi Flick. Yeah,
He say
yeah. I will rate the ball for that by club over Arteta. What about
ah
Arteta to make him a top three manager? I don't understand this rationale.
no, the reason Ikena, the reason I put the brother there is because he's in the Prem. He's in the hardest league in Europe. Let's put out this argument.
Mhm.
If hypothetically, if Ateta was in Bayern, will he not win the league? He would win the league. Yes,
Yeah, most
he
likely.
would. He
Most
would.
likely.
What the company win last season? He won only the league. I think so.
But if Ateta was in Bayern, what would be his tactics though? Is this set piece?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You
It
really think
doesn't
it's a set
matter.
piece?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But the only reason why you're saying Ateta will win the league in Bayern is because it's not necessarily because, okay, look at it this way.
Mm,
Pep, right?
mm,
Enrique, the two of them are top managers because they can win the league in the Prem and also in Bundesliga. They can win both leagues. But Arteta has never won the Premier League. But the only reason why you're saying if he goes to Bundesliga and win the league, because you know Bayern is a cheat code in the Bundesliga. They are better than every other team that is there.
no,
Bayern,
but not
they are
automatically.
mal,
Leverkusen won the league, right?
bro.
Leverkusen won the
It's
league.
because Leverkusen won the league. That is exactly why Fox is putting Xabi Alonso as third.
Oh, as third. Oh, yes, yes,
They had
yes,
an
yeah, yeah.
unbeaten run. They had a
Yeah,
man.
for
In fact, I can
40,
even
40
remove company.
something
I
games.
can even remove company from my
Come
list
now
and
and
put
put
Xabi
Alonso.
Alonso because they had an unbeaten run. They won the league,
Mm,
right? They would have won Europa League too,
mm,
if not because I think Atalanta won them or something. Atalanta beat them or something like that. But
yeah.
that could have happened.
Okay.
So
Mm,
that's why I think that's what I think. Anyways,
you say Ikena has Eddie Howe in his top five. So wait, Ikena, you are rating according to, you see Ikena now. You say he's rating his bout fraud higher than Arteta. Anyways,
because of the league,
Slot is won the
because
league.
Slot has won the league
He's
he's
won the
won the
league.
Premier League and also
Yeah, yeah,
won,
yeah.
you know, he has
He's
won
won the
multiple
league.
leagues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Slot not the top in the toughest league in Europe? Is Maresca not in the toughest league in Europe? Is Amar not in the toughest league? Why are these not your top three? My grandpa would win the German league with yeah, no, that's what we're saying. That's what but
But that was the argument I gave you. I was like,
okay,
we need to
okay.
consider your top two, they are top guys everywhere. You feel like they're top guys
Yes,
everywhere.
okay.
And
Maybe
also they've won Champions League. Your top two, they've won
you know
Champions
what,
League.
you know what. I don't think it's fair to put Arteta there. Now that I think of it, because for you to be, let me put it out there, to be a top three
You
managers,
should have
maybe
won a league.
in multiple leagues, multiple, right? So at the end of the day,
Okay. If
we're
you
not
say
talking
multiple
of
leagues,
we're not talking,
company should not be
yes,
there then.
we're not talking of what you've done before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? If we talk of what you've done before, then you cannot betray Mourinho and Ancelotti. Let's not talk of those guys because they slowly faded. I would say top two, without any doubt, Enrique and Pep,
Mm-hmm.
because they've won it in three. They've won it almost in different leagues, right?
Yeah.
And you can also add Hansi Flick
Mm-hmm.
to that list because he did it in Bayern. He's done it in Barca.
Okay.
Yes, as top three managers
Mm-hmm.
now, I think it's those three. If you go by yardstick,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think those three, right? I'm probably even I'm seeing what Ikena is saying because even Slot has won. He won the Dutch league, but you can argue the Dutch league is not hard to win, right?
Oh, fair enough. Ikena, you're right. You're right. When I was thinking league, I was thinking Premier League. Ikena is
Oh,
right. Actually, the company has won the championship with Burnley. You know, that's multiple leagues. Yeah, honestly speaking, that's
mm.
multiple leagues. That's multiple leagues. That means I was trying to put in company in my top three then. I was trying to put in company in my top three.
Ikena, I don't like what you're doing.
That's
No,
good. Yeah, bring company back to my top three.
so you
Then my
put company
initial,
back for winning the
yeah, my
championship.
initial top three, I removed Xabi Alonso. My initial top three makes sense. I'll put
Mm,
Ateta at fifth. My top five managers:
mm,
Pep,
mm,
Luis Enrique,
mm,
Company,
mm,
Ateta. No, Company, Xabi
mm.
Alonso, and Ateta.
And
Those are my top five.
Arteta.
Those are my top
So
five managers.
Slots does he enter your top five? No.
I can move Ateta than I say Slot and then Ateta.
Oh my
Like,
God!
Ateta probably
Why?
be sixth.
Six. Oh God, this is bad.
Yeah.
Why?
Slot is a top manager. It's just I know because of the L's he's been getting this season. People are shouting bad fraud, but that's because last season he set a standard. If last season we did not win the league, we finished like second, right?
Mm.
This season we're not really getting that much wins. Or last season we finished third. This season we're not really getting that much wins. People will not complain that much. But Slot has set an expectation, and he has to kind of live up to that expectation. You know, it is undoing. That's what the
People,
thing.
people will say Lampard is top three when he
Oh,
wins the championship.
are we calling current managers or are we calling people that are currently managers or managers in general?
Oh
Because if you're
God!
looking at managers in general, then Klopp has to come up.
No, no, no.
Maybe
Now we're talking now.
current managers.
Now,
So
yes, just
currently a
now.
manager. Okay.
Yes, just now. No, you can like
Now
just
currently a
now.
manager. Currently a
Current,
manager.
current. But I like this. I like this comment for me. See, people will say Lampard is a top three manager when he wins the championship this season. Come on, guys. That's what I'm saying. You guys, okay, Maresca has won the championship. Did you forget?
But has he won any other thing? Okay, well, he has one club World Cup. Fair enough. He has one club World Cup. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But he's
Fair
not
enough.
won multiple leagues, but
But
still,
winning a league is quite difficult than winning the tournament competition though. To me, I feel
you
winning a
think
league
so?
is quite. I feel like winning a league is worse.
I don't
Like,
think
'cause
so.
you have to be consistent.
Anyway, me,
No man is winning.
if you ask me,
You have as much points.
I prefer league.
What? I
Yes,
prefer
like my
tournament. I prefer
yeah,
tournament. All I have
I
to do,
prefer league.
all I have to do is make sure I get to the next level and the next level and the next level.
Kingsley, I will tell you as a coach. Anyways, we had like maybe 13 to 14 league games. I won everything. Do you
Mm,
get? But you see, tournament games, the way you are kind of scared when you play tournament games because it's make or break. If you make a mistake, you are out. Do you get?
mm,
And the pain is usually more for tournament. Like tournament games, you are thinking your team is down. You're like, what can I do? You have only this
mm,
amount of minutes save your team to make sure they stay in that competition. You're kind
mm.
of like thinking and thinking with everybody on your team. You're thinking, what could you do? But if it's league game, if we lose, we draw, there's still the next one to bounce back from. It's a different vibe.
Fair
Do you
enough.
get what I'm saying? And tournament, anyways, is what I think. I prefer league. Tournaments, you're always under more pressure. Do
Fair.
you get? So tournament, if you have a team that is consistent,
Mm-hmm.
they can give you consistent performance, then you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, you say Wolves manager Rob Edwards got Luton promoted. Should we throw him in the top three as well? Scott Parker got Burnley promoted for the championship. He won the championship, guys. So I don't think it's a criteria to put company there. I don't think so.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
I don't think we should
In
use
terms
a
of in terms of
championship.
competitive
No,
league, it's not as
no.
competitive as
Don't
the
don't
Prem.
don't put
I see what
no,
you're saying. I see
no.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Maresca also won the championship. So to me, to be honest, Vincent Company should not be on the top three. He should not.
Mm,
But maybe we're wrong. We're underrating him. He might go and win the Champions League this season. Then maybe we'll take him more serious. Because I
mhm,
think there's still a bit of I don't know if there's still a bit of like disrespect for company,
mhm.
like, oh, he came for his championship manager, he
Championship
got
guy.
only
Yeah.
relegated. We always find an excuse. He went to
Yeah.
Bayern, it's easy to win in Bayern. Oh, Slot won the league last season, he did it by
Mm,
fluke. We always find, oh, Maresca won the club World Cup, it's an easy competition, Liverpool, but just giving excuse for no reason.
mhm,
Acknowledge it. Those managers did well. Slot deserved to win the league. Maresca won the Club World Cup. They were excellent teams there. Company won the Bundesliga. He could have lost it,
mhm,
right? So we did not even expect him to do as well as he did. I personally did not expect that.
mhm,
Other clubs that tried the same experiment, such as what Bayern did, how did it turn out? It didn't turn out well. The guy that went to Rangers, my brother, the guy didn't win a single game. They sacked him.
mhm.
The one that is saying insisting to like a company, oh, you have to
Yeah.
play this setting. He was sacked.
Fair
It didn't
enough.
last. There are a lot of them. Say if Lampard gets Coventry promoted, in his reputation will go 10 times 10, but no one will say he's anywhere a top 10 manager is. Yeah, he did okay at Chelsea. Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
You're right.
All right. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts for me is we can all agree that Haaland, if he stays fit, let's put this condition. If he stays fit and plays all the games,
Mhm,
from AB's prediction, they might win the league
mhm.
and he might score these 100 goals. That's a possibility.
That's
Semenyo
it.
to Semenyo to Liverpool. Let's see what happens. Do you
Mhm.
get? So yeah, that's all from me.
I'm looking forward to Semenyo at Liverpool. Because of course I've said it already, but I'll say it again. Two
Mm,
reasons. I think he'll be a great addition to our squad. I also
Mm.
think to be a good push to see, to see what happens when Salah gets a decent competition for that right wing position, right? Because
Yeah.
previously we've only had with Ben Doak to compete with Salah, or who else. Like the other guys just did not feel like they could bench him, right?
Mm.
But having Semenyo come into the squad, I don't know if you come in as a left winger or come in as a right winger. That depends on and his slot, but I think he'll
Mm.
be a great addition to the team. Erling
Mm.
Haaland has shown us a little bit of what he's capable of, and
Mm.
I do feel like AB was saying maybe 70 goals, but not 100 goals. I feel like he could get close enough to 100 goals. I don't know if he actually
Close
said
enough.
100 goals in the
Yeah.
season, but I think he'll get close enough to 100 goals. AB did
Yeah.
mention that when Semenyo comes in, he feels like Salah he will become disruptive, and it might be a whole issue. But I
For the
hope not.
team.
I really hope that doesn't happen.
Mm.
And for my top managers, I'll any day, anytime, I'll give Pep and Luis Enrique that top two spot, and the third position for a top manager. I still feel like it could be Xabi Alonso based on what he did with Leverkusen. It also could be Vincent Company, quite similar
Mm.
to what Foxy said. I kind of feel like that's how I'm leaning to in terms of top managers.
Mm.
Once Ateta wins the league, which I don't know if he's going to win the league this season, but it looks like he's the favorite to do so.
Then
So
we
if he
can
wins the
add
league,
him. Mm.
I'll add him any day, anytime. I'll add him, and we'll see
Mm.
what happens. Anyways, shout out to Ikena, AB, Foxy, Coach. Who else came on the live? Dorcas, every single
Doctors,
person that comment. Dara came. Shout out to you guys, man. Thank you guys for commenting, leaving your comments. I appreciate it.
please
And we're
subscribe
live,
if you
we're
are
live
new.
5:30 p.m. CST every single day. So please, guys, like this video. Subscribe if you've not already done so. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow. Good morning,
Yeah.
good night, good evening, wherever I'm streaming from. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.